Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Revan's Revenge on Empire at War. So I've been gone for 2 weeks. I was off visiting family. So let's just catch up on where we're at right now. I think right when we left, we had just conquered Had Abaddon in a big ground invasion. So we have completely conquered the core. We are moving into the mid-rim. Specifically, it looks like we have an invasion here at AFAD, and we're planning to start our invasion of Mandalorian space, with sites eventually moving into the Sith Empire, which maybe will get a little larger before we get to them. For now, I think we're going to just quickly start by going over our... I think we have one quest, yep, just a space structure construction. We need one Type 1 space colony for a planet, which seems like a fair trade for me. We also get some Hammerhead cruisers, which are always useful. So we're going to real quick construct one of those somewhere where we don't already have one. It looks like we don't have one here, so there we go. Bam. Coruscant. Nope. It looks replace the trade port, apparently. We can't have that, so instead, we'll build it somewhere else that doesn't have one. Let's try here. There we go. So Basilisk will get a Type 1 space colony as well as its primary star base once that's done constructing, which it almost is. We also have quite a few credits to spend, so we can invest a little in our economy and things. So let's see how things are going. So we are making a ton of money right now, but that's never an excuse to not make some more. So let's zoom in here on Praketh. They have a mining facility, and they have 8 influence, so we're immediately going to go with a tax collection agency for even more money. And then we should build something. I believe it's the... I remember the first episode, we got suggested to build war droids, and we have now the results of that here. We have a few war droids. We don't actually have as many as I was hoping. We have 4 war droids here, having been constructed. We have... few small garrisons. I thought we had more. I only have 1 there, so we will use these war droids. So let's send those to the invasion force for AFAD real quick. Put them in space and give them to Malik. I think we also have, yes, there's a troop here that needs to get moved, so we'll just do that real fast. Now we're going to pause. We're going to come on back here. So, Had Abaddon is conquered, but they don't have any buildings, so let's quickly build all of the standard buildings here. So Starbase, what do they call it? Senator's office. A regional governor to keep the system in line. Enables infrastructure options and increases the time where the planet's full income is accessible. Very good. Do we have any... No, we don't really have any fighter pilots or anything like that that's interesting to us at the moment. So we do want to go to Rendili here, and I guess we could build some more capital ships. We definitely need to focus, actually, before we do that, on some ground forces, for sure, right? So, I think Corellia here has only 5 influence, so we're not going to build any more trade centers, which means we're going to build a factory. Let's do an advanced factory on Corellia. Rendili has maximized its credit output. It still has a ton of influence, honestly. Kind of makes me want to get rid of this, but I don't want to do that, just in case it gets invaded. So let's keep moving. Alderaan, only 5 influence, so we're not going to build another tax agency, so instead we'll build perhaps a light factory here. Basically, I want to just finish my constructions in the core, to just have a full core infrastructure completed here. So we have a politician here, which does decrease cost, so we should think about that. So we already have a light factory here, and a lot of influence. We could make even more money. I think we're going to go with 1 more tax agency, and let's go with a heavy factory. I think that's what makes the war droids, which we really like. And then Basilisk is our last one here. So they're getting their space colony. Let's see. They make very few credits on Basilisk. High influence. So maybe we make Basilisk into a bit of a construction facility. So let's do these 2. And let's actually do a labor camp. We don't normally do this, but the labor camps will increase our production speed at the cost of some influence. So it's like a tax agency, but just for building. So let's build those two. I think that's all right for now. We've spent some credits. I think that's an acceptable start, and I think it's everything except Had Abaddon done for the core, and Prakith, which we just conquered both of those, so that's fine. So with our extra money, let's buy a new toy. We have a Swift Shore in this fleet. Let's build another one. Why not? There we go. Okay. So with all that done, we're going to wait for this convoy of war droids to get to AFAD, and then we're going to invade, and then we'll move on from there. Starting this one out with a, where are they going to go? So they're going to go this way up to Generous and then through. Starting this stream out with a ground invasion, which we normally don't do. We normally start out with space battles, mostly because I just prefer those. Might as well combine this and give them these, why not? Exilia can actually produce capital ships, which is very interesting. Okay. I think that's good. Do we want to put someone in the front here? Who's going to be our initial invaders? Not entirely sure. We can look at the base layout here. So all their stuff is in one area. So we're going to want to attack this, and then we can bomb the rest of it. So, I really like giving like the fast, like a swoop bike to start, perhaps. Maybe not though. Maybe we start with like infantry because they can hold a point. So yeah, let's just do like some freedom wars, like expendable infantry. Let's try that. Let's give that a shot. All right, first battle of the stream. Let's begin. Hope everybody's doing well. I think I got the music situation sorted, hopefully this time. We were working on that for the last 2 streams. I'm learning as we go here, so do bear with me. We have plenty of credits, which is good. There we go. Our little freedom fighters. I can't build anything on the platform, which is interesting. Okay, so the real question is, where are we going? I think we're going to go here and then maybe across. Yeah, it looks like we can cross that area. So let's do that. There it is. We can build. So let's build that. Let's drop some war droids, because these guys have flamethrowers, and we love flamethrowers. Then let's get maybe some Jedi, maybe some Juggernaut war droids. These guys are pretty good. I'm really trying to improve. Let's try these artillery droids. I have no idea what those do. Let's give them a shot. I'm trying to improve my ground battle abilities. So let's give it a shot here. We don't have a lot of good infantry, so let's drop these guys, these PDF troopers. And let's see how that goes. I don't know that we have a lot of anti-vehicle, so I kind of want to immediately send these guys down. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll send those down immediately. Proximity frag mines, fanaticism. Huh. So they take a little initial damage to get like massively buffed. That's very useful. Okay, well, we'll think about that. In the meantime, I think we send everybody else to this one. It's closer to the enemy, more likely to be. Let's also split some of these guys off there. And let's build. I always like to go with the turbo lasers just to make it a little more defensible. Oh, what are you doing? No. You go up that way. The rest of you go up that way. What are you all doing? Oh, can only infantry pass through here. I see. Okay. So let's pause that for a second. Everybody's going down. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's build. I know they have infantry. I don't know that they have vehicles. So let's start with that understanding. Let's also go down here while we have the ability. And we can drop some more guys off. So let's drop some more troopers, because we always want more troopers. Let's drop some more droids, because they're kind of the backbone of our force here. And let's do something that's dedicated anti-vehicle. What's very good at anti-vehicle? Anti-infantry. Anti-infantry. I don't know if we have very many anti-vehicle units. Anti-vehicle blasters on these bombardier companies. It's a difficult word to say, isn't it? I guess that's kind of our only option. Whoa, it's a lot more of them than I thought. Let's give them a shot. See how they work. Alright. Let's build an anti-vehicle turret. Let's build an anti-infantry turret. Let's go over this way. I don't know what these blue lights are. It's a very cool little effect they have going for this planet. I wonder if there's like a lore reason for it that I don't know about. Find and capture the mercenary outfitter. Wonder what that's about. Is that this building? Might be. Might as well send somebody over there. Just see what's up. No reason not to. Okay. Oh, got our first enemies here. It's just some Sith troopers. Nothing very intimidating. Let's move our war droids forward. Because, yeah, the flamethrowers will torch them. Very good. Let's keep pushing forward. Let's actually pause here because I want to add these war droids into the queue. And then I want to make a queue with all of my infantry in it. It's going to be 2. And then these guys, my artillery droids, will be 3. Very good. And these bombardiers can be 4, and I'll use them if I find a vehicle. So let's real quick. Anti-infantry. 4, 3, 1. Push forward and kill this thing. Yeah, because they have rockets and they have flamethrowers. Wow, the war droids really are pretty good. They're just not very durable. It's interesting because I just... AI viewers, stream boo. Yeah. So here we have some Sith Stingray droids. Lots of enemies here. I want to focus that and that. And move the infantry down to capture this. These guys can deploy, so they can maybe help out. I don't know what the range is, but yeah, my war droids are getting wrecked here. Not good. Hopefully this can be of some help. Yeah, a little bit. It's doing some damage. It's good. Oops. Okay. That was very not good. Lost a lot. Oh my, they are super inaccurate. Okay, well let's deploy them this way. Alright, well that's okay, we've learned some lessons from that. That's fine. Okay. Oh. And we're gonna attack from behind. Very not good, but acceptable. Let's drop some more war droids off, and let's move everybody out this way. Because we really need to just destroy their factories. So let's just move out and do that. So there's another one. These heavy turrets just crush the droids. Look at that. Look at that. Insanity. Come on. Alright. Pushing on. Oh. Striders. We're already out of war droids, by the way. That did not take long at all. Okay, so the artillery droids are useful, actually. They just take a while to do anything. But I think we still have this in the bag. We're just going to We'll build a support platform here. That'll be all like our defense point. Push into their base, and we need to destroy whatever's making their... So like we can quickly eliminate that, and we can quickly eliminate that, and our units don't have to worry about it. Oh. See quite a few enemy infantry there, which is very useful. Okay, is this... It's the governor's structure. This is what we want then. The factory. Yes, we want that destroyed. I want it destroyed quickly. Once that's gone, so these guys I want to push this way because we are getting attacked from that direction. And I'm going to deploy some troopers to help. Because yes, now that that's gone, and that's gone, we can destroy this, and we can move on. And that will be very good. Destroy them too, because they're kind of messing up my artillery droids. Have you guys defensive footing, and you'll push this way. You guys will push this way. Very good. All right. Fighting on multiple fronts here, but it's all going well enough. Once we've destroyed their buildings, there we go. More troopers. Push back upwards. Destroy the Mark 1 assault droids. Look at all this. Mercenary heavy gunners. Just blow them up. Yep. The war droids are very good at cleaning up these kinds of like light infantry things. They do a whole lot of work for me, which is very nice. I need a similar answer for vehicles, and we'll be good, I think. Because right now, the vehicles and the anti-vehicle turrets buildings are what really mess me up. Like these Sith Stingrays are very interesting. They're light vehicles. I feel like I just see them like all... Like, look at these. They remind me of K2SO from the Rogue One and things like that. Vehicle turret. Let's push up this way. I know there's a shield generator there, so we'll blow that up. And then these guys need to go here. I feel like we should be getting a retreat here kind of soon. It's just not a ton of the... There we go. Alright. Let's just let that happen. Oh, there's a Sith. Dark Jedi. Burn him to death. Very good. Alright. And there's victory. Very good. It was 3 tank companies in one attack. It's not very efficient. So let's immediately build our baseline units. Always build those on every planet. And... Alright. Oh! And we've collected... So we have a new planet. And 3 Hammerhead attack cruisers on Alsacan. Very good. Oh god. We have a fleet about to invade Onderon and Zongorlu. Alright, where's Onderon? I feel like Onderon's down this way, right? Or am I wrong? We're looking for Onderon and Zangorlu. Where are these worlds? Quarter 6. Onderon, here. Okay, well that's an isolated world. And where's Zangorlu? I don't actually know. I wish that there was a function to click on this and it would like send me to that planet. I guess I'm just not that familiar with Star Wars planets here. It's not these 2. It's not any of these 3. It's not over here, because there's no one around to invade these planets. It's not in the core. It's not you two. I guess we'll find out in a second when it gets invaded. Yeah. Oh, here. So it's the Mandalorians. Okay, well I can actually do something about that. Specifically, I could attack Cathar. We have the inexpungible. Yeah. I think we're happy with that. Or we could just go to Zungorlu. What do we have there? Not much defensively. I feel like we need, yeah, anti-vehicle beam cannon warwalkers. I feel like warwalker war droid is the move. So let's do, well, let's not waste money if we're about to lose the planet. Let's attack first. So yeah, and Onderon. Oh, we found Mandalore. I believe that's Mandalore, right? Nope. Is this him? No, this is Cassis Fett. That's right. Yeah. And he has a battleship of Canderous Ordo. This is probably like Canderous' dad or something. So we have so many of these. Oh, there's no way we win this, but I mean, we're gonna fight it out. We're gonna fight out every battle in the campaign. This is going to be a loss. Maybe we can take a ship with us. That's always our goal, is to try and take one, maybe two of them. But we'll see. I mean, that's a hell of a fleet. We got 3 of these Kraymood battleships, the shrimps. Several little ones. We could definitely take out like a dungeon ship. These are their, this is their fleet tender. And it's all out in the open and exposed, so that's possible. I don't know how convinced I am that it's going to happen. We'll give it our best shot. We'll just push everything up kind of here-ish. Realistically, we actually want everything in, so that everything can be protected by all of our ships, so we can get maximum firepower. I don't want them to be able to pick off stuff. They have sent their fighters ahead. Sometimes I might be tempted to like just kill them. Sure. Let's turn around. Cause like they won't last very long. Yeah. You. Okay, well you go that way then. Let's get you the hell out of here. This is a good spot. So we definitely don't want them to be able to build up there, because they get bonuses when they kill the enemy. Yeah. They're not really isolating themselves. It's like maybe we get some troop ships. I'm gonna just try and focus everything on the dungeon ship once it's in range, and hope. Yeah. Alright, so let's just push everything right into the dungeon ship and do the absolute best we can to take it out. I am not confident at all, but here we go. Attack. And we might as well accelerate the game, because there's just no way. We're gonna give it our best shot. We're gonna really focus our fire here. Yeah, and then they just swept over us. That's okay. I mean, we're doing damage to it, but it's healing itself faster than we can. Yeah, I mean, that's gone already, and this will join it in just a moment. That's okay. Alright. So, we didn't manage to do anything, but that's fine. That's no different than what would have happened in an auto battle situation. So with that being said, we can't go defend Onderon. We're just going to lose it. I mean, I might as well sell the factories. No, I mean, we can fight the ground battle. I don't like fighting ground battles, but we can do that. We can, however, defend Zongorlu. So let's do that. Send a fleet. Yeah. I hate that it stops me. Alright, Onderon, let's see what we can do here. We've got quite a force. Let's just push right for their attacking force and hope that we can maybe, you know, cap some stuff. So let's go that way. Moving at a bit of a snail's pace. It's okay. And in fact, I'm going to want to send these guys and these guys here and here. I'm going to capture as much as I can. Before the enemy gets to it. Come on, swoop bikes. Yeah, I know you can go faster. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but the game seems to like get caught up in sending like everyone in the same group. It does the same in space battles. Oh, there they are. Okay. So here's our foes. Oh, they're like, okay, let's go that way. Okay, we captured that. Let's go that way. Build there. Good. We've got a lot of these flying units, which is interesting. It's different than what I'm used to. So we're going to attack that. All the rest of you, yeah, I mean, this is actually pretty good. Because here's their only, it looks like that's their only infantry. So if we just destroy their infantry, they can't capture points, which means they can't get more guys. So very, very good. Let's just kill them. Burn them out. We're going to attack move that way. Okay, I didn't blow that up. That's fine. We'll be producing more swoop bikes while we do this. So we're going to battle. Yep. Good, good, good. Just kill as many of them as we can. Keep pushing. In. Because we want to capture the base if we can. That's the goal. Come on. Get in there. Okay, some enemy vehicles. The grenadiers are useful. That's good. Blow one up. Another one up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's not dying. There we go. In. There we go. This one. Turbo laser. Okay, so we've lost that, but we did kill a bunch of them, which is good. It's a start. You know, it's a start. This is anti. Oh, man, he's dead. Okay. Yeah, these guys are the friggin' problem, huh? So with that being said, what is that? I have never seen one of these. A wheel tank. Wow. Very cool. Well, if we can blow it up, that's useful. Less for them. And I'm going to want to, like, cap some stuff. There we go. Nice, we did it. Okay. Because, yeah, I want to destroy these things. They're very annoying. Just cap that. And then maybe... Yeah, let's move this way. Capture their main base. Okay, we got like a barracks and stuff. Let's definitely build some anti-air defenses here. I should have probably done that from the beginning when I saw that there were air vehicles. What is this? Anti-vehicle, that's good. So we should be able to take that. Anti-air. Move this way. And we're going to want anti-infantry, I think. Yep. That's gone. Good. Move that way. I guess the benefit here is that they need to fight, and it's just as annoying. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, there. I'm just going to blow that up immediately. That was kind of a waste of money, but I have credits to burn. Okay, so they have a lot of forces. No? I'm wasting time, which is good. Yeah. Alright, so we're definitely going to lose. If I had any questions about that, I no longer do. But that's fine. So, I mean... absolutely fine. The goal here is to just do as much damage as we can. Just to whittle their forces down, because theoretically, we have an infinite supply of our own guys. It's really good. Like, if we can take another base, take another base. This is also kind of teaching me how to do, they do this like slow progression, which is interesting, because I'm always trying to just rush the enemy base, because it's an infinite fight. So I feel like the AI is not doing a good job. They're just wasting troops. You know, like, this doesn't hurt me at all. I'm not losing anything when I lose these guys. They'll just spawn again. These guys are the friggin' problem. So put them in defense mode. Target the Neo Crusaders. Nope, there's the bomber. The bombing run. Put them in defense mode. Yeah. Because, like, I mean, look, they're already back. There's nothing lost there. In fact, I'm going to try and take this place now. And they'll just continuously spawn. Now, I mean, the enemy's going to gain ground. There's victory and defeat are not really in question here. It's more a question of what's it going to cost you? I think the answer is like quite a bit. I don't know how much I've already taken from them, but it can't be a small amount. Like, they're going to lose this place now. While I distract them with these. Oh, God. Here's all their tanks. Here's their little flyers. So let's go build some more anti-air. I think they're going to turn back around, so we definitely want some anti-vehicle as well. Nice, we got some. Very good. Anti-air. Yep, here we go. Anti-vehicle. Destroy these things. Turbo laser. Like, this is a very good... this is a good outcome for me. In a lot of ways. Because again, they're just respawning. As long as I can keep doing this. Yeah, no, I mean, here's the problem. There's a billion of them, but... you know, really, what's it matter? They're getting whittled down. Focus fire on a single enemy tank and blow it up. Move on to the next one. Just keep doing that. You know, we'll get more and more. You still gotta beat the turbo laser. I'm gonna keep spawning. You will run out. Is there a limit to how many of these will spawn? I don't know that there is. I've had a bunch. Oh god, here's another big fella. Let's put them in defense formation, yeah. Send in the bombardiers. And then I'm going to put them on full salvo here. Yeah. I think that should... oh, God. Okay, never mind. I mean, I'm okay with anything. Oh, is that Cassis? It's Vosk. There's a firm believer in honor and Sanguine's creed. Don't do newly invented no hunters. Does not following prey just to kill them or attacking fellow hunters aiming for the same target. In the Dark Horse, Vosk retired from organization, growing distrusting of the new crop of mercenaries who ignore the rules of the creed. Then I remember being one of the few he still respected. I bet I'm gonna meet this guy in Knights of the Republic 2 at some point. Oh! Orbital strike just for one little anti-vehicle turret, huh? I feel like that's a little unnecessary. I mean, come on. What did he do to you? Let's try and kill this boss guy. Guessing this thing's just gonna kill everybody, isn't it? Yeah, that thing does insane damage. I mean, you know. Oh, here comes a bomber. They're gonna bomb it. Jeez. Oh, it's gonna win first though. Look at this. Boom. Oh no! Wait a minute. Oh please. No, so close. Unfortunate. Oh well. These guys will hopefully finish it because it's got like nothing left. Yay. Bomb nothing. You idiots. Load up. Load up. Load up. Come on. You can do it. Load up. Nothing. It takes nothing. There we go. Alright, now on to this Vosk guy. Take cover. One of you go that way. I'm going to rebuild that anti-air turret. Because I have no idea how many more this Vosk guy's going to die. Yeah? It's going to be real close. This would be very big. If we can kill a named character. I mean, I don't know how powerful he is in the grand scheme of things. But, like, I will take it. You know? It's something. I'm going to put these guys this way. Because I want that to be an anti-air turret. Man, he's still alive. That's not good. It's actually regenerating. Alright, I'm gonna just stop focusing on boss because I feel like that's what they want. Okay. I've got a lot of Mandalorian Neo Crusader. This is looking a little bleak now, suddenly. I mean, it's taking time, so I'm happy with that, but attrition can only go so far, right? Before eventually they just take over. And it looks like the factories are producing less. Like, I haven't gotten a tank droid in forever, which implies that I can run out. But I don't know the rules. I mean, eventually they're just going to, like, bomb me. Or I'm going to just completely run out of options. Yeah, I mean, that looks like it's coming up here pretty soon. Okay, let's try a different, like, tack here, just to see if we can. Let's push up, because this is not going anywhere. These guys are just going in and dying. Oh, well. Nah, yeah. It's another one of those wheel boys. Let's go up this way. Let's go this way. Their anti-vehicle turret. This way. Here we go. Okay, good. Well, that was easy. I captured that pretty quick. Let's push to that one. There's a turbo laser emplacement there. Let's go that way. So, like, I guess now the plan is we just capture here and hold out. Like, why not? You know, we hold out. Get some fortifications. Kill these guys. There we go. Keep on pushing. Nope, they did bomb us, so... Okay, this is like our last gasp then. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Doing alright. Yeah, here we go. It's gonna be close. Gotta be careful of the bombing runs, because, like, that's what they're gonna do, and, yep. That's gonna kill... Ah, that might have been it, honestly. Uh-oh. It's okay. It's okay. Kill this. That big wheel guy is somewhere. He's right there. So let's build this. Go that way. That way. That way. Is that Vosk again? Yeah, it's still Vosk. That's crazy. Anti-air. Anti-infantry. Kill Vosk. Get into defense mode. You guys are doing well. Another turbo laser. Oh, I didn't build anything here. I should have. Oh well. It's okay. This is not going as poorly as it certainly could. Could be going. Anti-infantry. Want something that can kill Vosk. Oh, and here comes... No! They just blow up the turret. Rebuild it. Rebuild it. I need all the anti-infantry we can muster. Just for this one guy. Look at this dude. He's just eating it. Let's send some more. Man. Tough cookie. I don't know why they're not just finishing it. Are we wasting time? I feel like we're kind of wasting time here, to be honest. There's no one here, so I can do this for as long as I want. I kind of want to just see if it's, like, possible to kill this dude. Nope. Here they come. Come on. Finish it then. Finish it then. Oh, perfect. I can get another anti-infantry turret. Good. What about second anti-infantry turret? Second bombing run. Alright, that's it. We're just gonna... I don't normally surrender, but I'm going to surrender here. Auto-resolve. We are victorious. What? Alright, so we killed a hero, 4 battle tanks, 2 armored personnel carriers, 3 heavy wheel tanks, a Neo Crusader trooper, and 5 fluttercrafts. Oh my god. What is the auto-resolve on this game? That's crazy. Vosk and Jagai have died, or Jaggy. Alright, here's Zongaroo, which we kind of got screwed over on. So I'm just going to resolve that, and then I'm going to send the fleet. We do have Garen Borm. I don't know these characters. Let's read about them. We have Garen Borm, Field Marshal. Togruta, who rose to the ranks of Field Marshal and reluctantly assisted Case with his plans, although Born saw little reason to recruit more Jetisse freaks. I don't know what that reference is. Demagol, a scientist, the greatest name science since the Great Sith War. The Flesh Carver Demagol is a secretive researcher, feared and respected in equal measure, supposedly an advisor to Mandalore, the Ultimate. He was active since before the wars, capturing and experimenting on species in the Outer Rim. Demagol developed a fascination with the Force and Jedi by proxy, seeking a scientific explanation for what he viewed as superstitious nonsense by studying and dissecting kidnapped Jedi for the Mandalorian's conquest. Wow. All right. This will be a lot of fun to fight this out then. We definitely have them here. This is not a very powerful fleet. 221 versus almost 500. Here we go. First taste of fleet combat today. We had an overabundance of... Oh! Whoops. Looks like I did not mean to do that. Oh, I hate it when this happens. Okay, we're going to... Man. I hate doing this because now, like, my fleet is in terrible position. I feel like I should run. But if I do that, I'm definitely going to lose ships. So we're just going to have to like very quickly consolidate the fleet here. Inexpungible forward. He's so slow. This is not good at all. Oh boy. Can we escape? I think we can if we just hurry really fast. Let's retreat. Like 10 seconds. We're going to lose like a ship. Yeah, we're going to lose this guy or something. That's fine. Okay, we got out. God, I hate it when that happens. Such an annoying mechanic. Just let me deploy my own ships, please. Alright, pause. Just put one little... What's the least? I think it's these guys. These are 4. These are 3. So one heavy courier up front. Play. Push. And there we go. Alright. Now we fight. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties on my own end there. Begin. Alright. Now we've got a fleet. Alright. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. We have one big Canderous dreadnought. We have 2 dungeon ships. So those will be our priority, are these dungeon ships. There's 4 of them. 2 big ones, 2 little ones. Okay. So obviously the extra... Oh. Nope, not you. The matchless. That's what this thing's called, yeah. This is the matchless. So we're going to put the matchless like right in the middle. So it's maximum use of its ships. So we're going to drop that in right there. Then we're going to drop in, we're going to want 1 support ship in the back. And we're going to want to put our Swiftshires up front. 2. Let's put 3. Then we're going to want some carriers and some cruisers for some damage output. And we do have a hero, so I kind of want to put one of these in. A mine layer to stop him from escaping. I think that might be useful. But we also are going to want some of these, just like 1 or 2. Let's do 2 for now. I'm going to want 1 carrier for some bombers, and then we'll have some of these guys. I'm going to put 2 over here to deal with these, and then I'll put 1 over here to deal with these. And then that kind of cuts us off, so I'm going to put 1 more of these down just to lay some mines. And boom. Here's the fleet. Once they're all spawned in, we can give them some orders now. So the matchless is going to target Garen Borm. And then we need to start to pick off these ships. So we're going to put a hammerhead and a Swiftshire on each of the little ones. And then we're going to put these 2 hammerheads on the front here, along with this Swiftshire. So we're going to focus them down. You are going to immediately lay a mine. And there we go. Alright, matchless. Don't let me down now. Is that not a picture? Can I remove my UI? You can... No. Alright. And now for these, we're definitely going to want a hunt for enemies mode here. All the bombers off against the Canderous. Okay. Doing well, doing well. Brace. Power up your guns. Really blast. Yeah, okay, these guys are dying. Good. This is going to cost us. Big battle. Send another axe head. These are useful because they'll just spawn some bombers for us. Alright, we've got 1 down. Got a second one down. Good, good, good. Alright. Let's pause and give some new orders. I want all my hammerheads, which it looks like I'm about to lose one, huh? No, no. Okay. All my hammerheads to fight that. All my Swiftshires fight that. No, that one. Continue your attack on the Dreadnought. Bombers continue your attack on the Dreadnought. Alright. We're chilling. We're chilling. There we go. We lost something. We lost a hammerhead. Just drop in another one. There we go. and another axe head. There we go. We're not going to use our other heavy hitter. This one. Yeah. The inexpungible is taking damage. Yes, it is. Oh boy. It's okay. Come on. If we can take out their main ship, that's a huge source of their output. So if we can destroy that, we'll be good. I will now commit our bigger ship, because we definitely have this battle in the bag. It's just a matter of how much we're willing to lose here. Everyone focus down the dreadnought. Okay, yep, very good. Another axe head. Another one of these. Alright, the dreadnought's going down. I cannot believe that it failed to destroy our heavy courier. Alright, there it goes. Okay, now we just focus everything else. And it should be pretty... This should be just clean up now. A very big fleet battle here. Here we go. That's Demigol. Oh, wait. Oh, stop. Do I not have my mine layer anymore? I don't think I do. Yeah, I lost my mine layer. Oh, well. I don't think we're going to be able to take out Demigol, which is a shame. But that was good. We did lose a lot there. But I took out one of their like heaviest hitters, so I'll take it. Maybe not my best showing, but we'll take it. And we can always reinforce. Yeah. So how do I repair that? I don't know what the... We can start building war walkers now, which is very good. This place doesn't have... Yeah, it just doesn't have endless. We'll do a labor camp so that we can build more war walkers out. There. No, it's useless. We'll just build more war walkers for now. So we're going to need to refill our fleet here. So that's where we're going to put some of our credits. So like one of those. Let's build... Well, we don't need to build them here. We need to build these here. That's good for now. So now this fleet is kind of purposeless. I think we're going to move it towards like M478. I think, if that makes sense. Clear out the mid-rim. The Mandalorians are definitely our biggest threat now. We know that for a fact. Quayle. Yeah. Okay. So wait for some income. And we'll let Quayle kind of build up. So then Cathar's got to be our next big target, for sure. Oh. It looks like we've ambushed there. That's super good. Okay. Oh man, they have everyone here. They have Canderous Ordo. Is this Mandalore? We have Mandalore the Ultimate. We can kill Mandalore the Ultimate in one battle. You guys think we can manage it? Let's give it a shot. This will be fun. I think we don't get to choose, so they're just going to spawn everything. Very exciting. We might catch Mandalore. I mean, that's got to be our top priority right off the bat. Just checking the stream for a moment. Yeah, so our shields and hull are kind of damaged here, but like, yeah, let's just swarm them immediately. Everybody get in there. Get in on it. That way. Go. No restraint. You guys specifically. Target Mandalore. Let's see if we can't take him out. You want to read it? Let's read about this guy before we kill him, huh? Mandalore the Ultimate. Mandalore. One of the last Taung to claim the title of Mandalore, Mandalore the Ultimate led his people into the Mandalorian Wars to cleanse the stain of their service to Ulic Qel-Droma. He was a cunning leader, willing to use softer tools like diplomacy and cunning to achieve results, such as favoring the once shunned Neo Crusader movement, as well as ranks with recruits across many species. Mandalore the Ultimate's ambitions led to years of conquest along the Outer Rim before bringing war upon the Galactic Republic. Yeah. And where did that lead you? To trying to take on the literal biggest ship in the Republic by yourself. Boost. Destroy Mandalore. Come on, 7 seconds. Can we do it? Can we kill him? Can we kill him? Come on. No, I think he got away. Oh, so close. Well, he has to be going to Cathar. So what we could do is chase him. Ah, no, it's too risky. I would lose my main ship. Mandalore must be trapped on Cathar, though. He has nowhere to run. Or Essien. Yeah. Okay, so we know that Mandalore is, like, kind of trapped. I wonder if it'll stay that way. Very exciting. Alright, how's this fleet? Is this fleet big enough to, like, fight on its own? It's pretty big. We've got at least one Swift Shore. And we've got a Centurion. Do we have 2? Yeah, oh yeah, this fleet's huge. Okay. We'll scout these planets. That's what we'll do. We're going to scout Cathar and Essien to find Mandalore. This new that we're now an enemy fleet is about to invade Phaedra. Uh-oh. Where's that? That's close to I remember Phaedra. Where's Phaedra? That sounds like very familiar. Phaedra. Right here. Yeah, right next to Essien. That's right. Okay. See, the problem is I don't want to risk the matchless. So I think we give up Phaedra. No, we'll send these guys. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna auto-resolve that. And we're going to send these guys to Essien. And we're gonna combine fleets. I think we're gonna have one big fleet. Yeah. Okay. That's good. We repaired a little bit. Let's also real quick. Let's move the Inexpungible by itself. So that this fleet can operate solo. Okay. So that's good. We've got that going. Let's build 5 hammerheads. Always useful. There's some hammerheads here. That's good. Let's send those to reinforce the Admiral. They're going to invade Phaedra on the ground, which does have a full ground complement. Oh, yes. Yes. This is very good. So if that's where they retreated to, there's a very good chance. Oh, man, my fleet's going to do that thing again, isn't it? Feck. I hate... It's so annoying. No, well, we'll deal with it. Here we go. I really gotta, like, get it in my head to stop doing that. But it's okay. This isn't as bad because I don't have that. When you have a capital ship, it spawns here, and then everything else spawns in a gigantic ring around it, which makes this very annoying. Who are these guys? We got some weirdos. Everything is on this Dorjander Case, Mandalorian Knight, Jedi Master who was captured by the Mandalorian Crusaders during Great Sith War. He fell in love with a Mandalorian woman, but after she died to a bombardment, he grew disillusioned with the Republic. At the start of the war, his Case advocated the Jedi not get involved. As the Revan Case gathered Jedi allies to form the Mandalorian Knights, aiming to give the Mandalorians their own Force users, willing to steal their culture to better hands. What is that? That's a cool character. Why can't I be like this guy? Jaska, a Fallen Jedi Knight, view the Republic as too corrupt to protect. You're enamored with the culture of the Mandalorians and your own former Jedi Master Case from the Mandalorian Knight. She and Case slowly captured an Axe-Head frigate and the fated militia company of soldiers through subterfuge. They utilized these resources to attempt to kidnap younglings from Dantooine, but ultimately failed in their endeavor and was publicly tried for treason against the Republic shortly after being captured. Oh my god. Okay. We've got some Jedi traitors here. Let's go show them what happens to traitors. Push forward. This is an overwhelming force. They have one light. Oh, there we go. Now that is a fleet right there. There we go. Alright. They have some ships from their space station. There's a capital level shipyard. Yeah. But it will not avail them against all of this. Let us very quickly our fighter wings will be 1, our bomber wings will be 2, our capital ships will be 3, our cruiser and hammerheads of all flavors will be 4. You're gonna be 0. And our axe heads will be 5. And then all of our support ships will be 6. And there we go. 1 here, 2 here. We don't want to push ahead of our own range. Karth, stop it. You're in 1, 2. Get out of there, Karth. Hey. Who is this? Oh, you get out of there. Okay. Into the fight. There we go. Alright, 2. Destroy that thing. Pause. Let's get some target acquisition going. Centurion number 1, which is what? I want to name them. I'm just going to call that Honor. Centurion Honor against the first of these frigates. Shukalar. Cool. Second Centurion Valiant. See, that's a better name. Against the other Shukalar. Young King. These are cool names. Attack this assault ship. We're going to punch through their initial defenses here. And the bombers are going to go after. There we go. And you can go in the back. What are you doing? I hate that this thing does that. Alright. Very good start. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Yep. Out of harm's way, thank you. Okay. Now, here we go. And there goes their heroes. Their front line is cracking. They're good. Push everyone in. Very good. It's going well. Hunt for targets. Just throw another axe hit in. There goes the last of their ships. Now we push on for the spaceport. They've failed in their attacks. And now it's just cleanup time. Very good. It's just advance time here. We almost had Mandalore. I can't believe it. I wonder if he's on the surface. We might still have a shot at him. There goes the space station. What else they got? Just a few scattered ships. I mean, take them out. Why not? I would let them retreat. I'm a merciful God. If they wish. But looks like the answer is no. They don't want to, so we're gonna have to hunt them down. Let's pause real quick. I can't even target this thing, it's so little. There we go. Same problem my ships are having, but my fighters will not have that problem. And there it goes. Okay. And now we go over this way. Pause. Attack order. Just advance speed. For some reason, they're not... Okay, there we go. There we go. Somewhat drawn out, but there we go. We took one courier and our support transport, which is a shame. That was my bad. But we've taken out 3 heroes. Very big. So the Jedi traders have been dealt with. Now what we can do... Well, first of all, we can friggin' do that. So that stops happening to me. And then... Oh god. If he's about to invade Qatar as well. Now, where is Qatar? Yeah, see, so the Mandalorians are fighting back now. Which I suppose is good. Where is Qatar? It's not up here. Is it like down this way? No? Here? Yeah, here it is. It's right there. Well, they can just have Qatar. There's like nothing there. I don't know. We can defend it. So I guess we will defend it. But I'm really interested as to whether or not Mandalore is here. So what I'm going to do is yeah, here's Qatar. I'm just going to auto-resolve that. There's no need to fight that out. We will lose. That is okay. We'll combine our fleets. Once our fleets are combined, we're going to push into here. Begin. My reasoning is, I think Mandalore must be on the planet, because I think that's where they retreated to. If that's the case, then this is a battle we can kind of very easily win. So here we go. And we can take out their leadership for good. So let's move the Honor and the Valiant, as well as the Swift Shore here. And just a second Swift Shore. Do I need a second Swift Shore? I feel like I don't. I think we even No, these are Swifters. No, that's Stalwart. That's what these are. The Stalwart cruisers. Move in some Stalwarts. There we go. I definitely don't want them to escape. This. I want maximum carnage here. Hammerhead. 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 Blockade runners. Let's just do that. Boom. We got a lot of fighters, but I don't know if that's going to matter so much. Our fighters are going to do that. You drop an interdiction mine. Yeah, they're all cooked. There we go. Perfect ambush. Oh no, they're going to attack my blockade runner. Anyway. Nice. Alright. So with that being said, boom, boom. And now we move our full ground forces to Essien. Good. The Inexpungible is now at full power, which means that our fleet is at full power. And yeah, Qatar's planetary invasion, we will fight it real quick, just because why not? We have some stuff there. It's a Jedi Academy world, might as well defend it. I don't have a Jedi Academy there, but you know, it's a thought that counts. Let's immediately move to attack. Actually, we can be smarter about this than we usually are. We're not usually very smart. Let's move the swoop bikes there. Let's move the infantry here. Let's move a second group of the other infantry there. Let's move the war droid and these swoop bikes there. Let's move one of you here, and let's move one of you there. Boom. Now you all have your missions. And I will actually keep, like, well, yeah, these will capture, so I want an anti-air, because the Mandalorian tends to put air stuff. Let's do an anti-vehicle. Oh, wow. Alright, we got some heroes on the field here. That might be frustrating. They're pretty tough. What do we got? You consider elite troops? Okay. Okay. Deal withable. Deal withable. Oh boy. Lots of them. Lots of them. Lots of Mandalorians. Okay, okay, okay. Alright. You know? I'd be disappointed if they didn't fight. I guess. Give it our best shot here. We're just kind of delaying them with these. So the idea is I want to capture these posts and make them sort of defended. Yeah, so we're going to probably lose that. So let's get that out of there. Let's see if we can... That's a hero. I guess we're going to just try that. See if we can capture this place. I probably won't be able to, but give it a shot. If we can attack them one at a time, that would be very useful. Alright. Nope. Whoops. Oh god. I don't know why, like, side-scrolling moves very, very slowly, but moving up and down moves very, very fast. I haven't the faintest idea what that's about. Oh man, lots of enemies here. Mandalorians are so tough because they have the shields. Man. I wonder if they can take cover. The AI doesn't seem to do it, but I don't know if that means that they can't or they just don't want to. This is good. Oh, there's the hero. It's just a regular field commander, though. Okay. Well, that's something. Oh, God. Oh. This is going to be a lot less long-lasting than is typical, I think. Let's go over here and build, like, anti-infantry. They have a lot of infantry today, so I'm going to do some anti-infantry stuff. I say that, the tank shows up, but that's okay. And they have a flyer. Mandalorians like that flyer. I have noticed that. Let's go over there. I'm just going to auto-resolve this. Boom. Hey, Ethereal. How's it going? Also, General Kenobi. I missed it again. I'm terrible. I should not call myself a Star Wars streamer. It's been a long time. It has. I actually missed last week's stream. I visited family in Florida. How have you been doing? I'll give you a rundown on what we've been missing out on. They want me to construct a Type 2 space colony. I can do that. Integrated Sector Force plan to give us some axe head frigates. That's a lot of gain for not a lot of loss. All right, so, well, I don't know if you were here for last stream, but we conquered the core. So we took these from the Sith Empire. We consolidated here. I built stuff on every world. I haven't quite finished Prakathan Abaddon yet. And then we sort of prepared for an invasion into Mandalorian space. Started playing Stars of the Republic. I love that game. Yeah, the MMO. I remember we talked about that when we were on my first stream. How have you been enjoying that? My favorite campaign. My favorite series of campaigns in that game for sure for Star Wars. Yeah, we're preparing for an invasion into Mandalorian space, and then the Mandalorians struck out from Cathar here, and we've been sort of containing them. The most interesting thing that I've missed is that Mandalore attacked us here, and we managed to destroy his fleet, and he had to run away, and now I'm trying to hunt him down. I think he's on one of these two planets. So I'm going to try and kill him wherever he's at. They did just conquer Qatar from us. So that's a minor loss, but that's okay. We've consolidated our fleet into one gigantic fleet here with almost 700 pop cap, including the inexorable. Looking for to play with on that because I think it would be fun to have a group adventure, but yeah, I'm liking it so far. Yeah, the co-op stuff in that game I never got to do because the same thing. I never had a group to play with. But yeah, it's a fun game. What class did you pick? I think my favorite of all of them was probably the Inquisitor. I love the Sith Inquisitor in that game. All right, let's see. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna send this to Cathar to see if I can find Mandalore. If he's not here, I think he's got to be on Essien. Oh, no, there's nothing there. Okay. Inquisitor. Yeah, the Inquisitor. This is Inquisitor. Such a fun campaign. It really does. You can. I think in that campaign you get the most choice between light side, dark side. If you play as a light side Inquisitor like I do, it feels very like actually thought out and not just I am a goody two shoes for the sake of it. And then if you play dark side, you just get to play as Palpatine, which is tons of fun, cackling and zapping people with lightning. So highly recommend either way. We did also try your suggestion of flamethrowers, and I built like 20 of these things, and I've lost most of them. So I don't know if that's a me problem or not. I need more anti-vehicle, I think, is the problem to like complement them. So it can't just be anti-infantry. Anyway, I think we found Mandalore. If you ever want to play, want to group up, talk about who plays who. Yeah, for sure, we can do that. I have no problem with that. I'll let you know. Maybe we'll start that as a playthrough or something, and I'll do it with you in a group setting. That might be fun. Here he is, Mandalore. We found him on Essien. Let's see if we can take him out. Yeah, this session started out as a fight through the core or through into Mandalorian space, but now it's just become hunt down Mandalore. I have no idea what happens if I kill him, but I assume it might change some of the game, but maybe not. That might be asking too much from a simple mod. All right, well, if we're gonna take on Mandalore, I feel like that's got to be. I mean, it should be Revan, who is on his way. I should have waited for Revan, but that's okay. Playing as Republic, right? That is correct. So yes, we are the Republic, with the goal, obviously, of playing all the way through Republic to Fall of the Republic, Republic to Empire, into probably Empire of the Hand or Imperial Remnant in the later mods. But right now it's just trying to take on the Sith here. So we're going to drop Revan down. We'll drop the War Droids down. We need something for anti-vehicle. The Bombardiers are pretty good at that. And the gunship is super useful. So let's drop all those down. Now, if you're talking about in the MMO, I have no idea. We could play as anything. That's a long playthrough for sure, especially if we're doing multiple class stories. All right, so let's see if Alec can steal the glory from Mandalore here. Yeah. Alec's sort of been our unsung hero this campaign because he took Quayle, which was his old homeworld, in the lore. So here we go. We got some Mandalorians here. Little battle tanks and stuff. Yeah, this isn't anything more than just a regular garrison force, it looks like. Build one of these, and then let's get down to business here. Let's just blow that up, and then, oh my god, these guys die so quickly. They have a War Walker. Alright, they're a little tougher than I thought they were. Maybe we should back out and come back, although we do have flamethrowers. And those are very useful. Let's blow that up. Pop this down. I feel like we gotta focus fire here on something or other. So let's get these guys. A stim pack. And attack them. You are gonna attack them. You, the flamethrowers are very useful against infantry, so let's have them attack them. Bombardiers are gonna die, but let's have them attack those guys. Let's drop another gunship. For sure. Oh god, we're gonna lose Alec. Okay, 1 second. Let's retreat. Get out of there, everybody. That was a bad idea. Figures out how to make a mod that just so through each era smoothly in a single campaign. Yeah. Yeah, I lost Alec. That was a bad idea from me. Oh well. I think we're okay here. Is Alec, I don't know if Alec comes back or not. Yeah. Alec has been defeated. That sucks. That was my fault. I should have not jumped so willy-nilly into that. But that's okay. We're going to... We'll reassemble our guys, and then we'll come back with some more power. Yeah, I mean, that's the dream. If they could just make a combination mod that goes through everything, sure, make my life easier, but that would be incredible. There we go. We have Revan now. Really, it's my own fault. Can I, re-recruit Revan? I don't know how that works. I know some of the other mods have some very interesting ways to... Oh, what does this do? I've never used this before, so I can look at... Oh, I see. I can build more Jedi. Okay. We're learning things today. So I could just build a bunch of different Master Vrook and Czar, Vandar. Yeah, these are all the characters from Knights of the Republic. I don't know who this is. Talaris Shim? Oh. Okay. Well, we're not gonna do that. We don't need more Jedi. Instead, what do we have in this configuration here? We got some war walkers. We need some more war droids. We have some more war walkers here. Where can I build some war droids? Here we go. Let's build some war droids. We're gonna just hang out on the planet here. And we'll go down and kill the Mandalore in a minute. I'm gonna build one of these. The Mandalorians have been sort of fighting out from this planet for a while and attacking like Zangerlu and Feta. So there we go. Okay. Well, I think we got this a little more under control than right before you showed up. They were invading us left and right. So let's move these war walkers into the Force. Man, I don't know if I'm being a coward or not. We have such a massive fleet in orbit. We need more support ships and more mine layers. But I think I've built a pretty large secondary fleet here, so that's good. I'm gonna move this to like this area. I don't necessarily think it needs to go to the one single giant fleet, which I'm going to use to invade Mandalorian space, but it'll probably just be a secondary reaction fleet. Onderon. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Onderon, so they attacked Onderon in space a while ago, and I actually fought them off, so we're going to try this again and see how it goes again. You probably are actually better off having not seen that, because this battle over Onderon took a long time. I just wanted to see how long I could last, and turns out if you are smart with the ground forces, there's a reason I was struggling, because it's easy to win a ground fight. So we're gonna send the swoops up there. We're gonna send these guys there and the war droid there just for now, because these factories will just pump out like an infinite supply of units to fight for you. So I know they have air units, so we're going to build an anti-air tower here. There. And this one will build an anti-vehicle turret. That's conquered. Good. Stay here. Yeah, they just the teams just did a whole overhaul of this. I haven't noticed any huge changes, but I know they've done a lot of work on these mods recently, and they continue to put out just tons of quality, which I'm extremely happy for. Let's go here so we can capture some turrets. Yup. Yeah, because I don't know why, but the Mandalorians sure love these things. Let's build one of these. Let's build some anti-air turrets. Let's build some anti-vehicle turrets. Let's go over there. Let's put you guys into brace stance. And, oh. Well, there's the rest of the Mandalorians. So, with that being known, let's push up this way and try and kind of head them off here. We also... Oh, and there's retreats. Good. Onderon is proving very resistant to Mandalorian invasion, which is good. So here we're going to build, just to help it along, I mean, I don't see why not. Let's build some, defenses, huh? Let's make it even harder. Yeah, let's build some base defenses. Let's build, an advanced factory, a heavy factory. Let's do that. Let's just really give them hell. Alright. We've got the credits to burn, so why not? Speaking of which, let's build some more infrastructure while we kind of wait for everything to settle out here. We've got a lot of influence here, so let's build one and maybe just a barracks here. Not a lot of credits to be had here. A fleet is about to invade Lantilles, which I think is over there. Nope. I know where it is. It's over here. No. Darn it. I'm getting really bad at remembering where planets are. Where's Lantilles? It's up here somewhere? Canderous, Angoru, Theta. Wow, where is Lantilles? Britonia, Quirmia. Yeah. Oh, here it is. It's just sitting by itself. Well, it has a pretty substantial garrison force. Let's build some base defenses and see what happens, huh? Why not? I'm not going to fight the space battle. I feel like it's just a waste of our time. Instead, add these to this. Yeah, here's the Lantilles space battle. I mean, I'm going to drop into it, but I just kind of want to see what they're attacking me with. This will not be worth the fight. Okay. Whoa. Yeah. That's just not even worth it. So let's auto-resolve that. Yeah. Cool. Fine by me. In the meantime, what I want to do is to successfully invade Essien. So let's try this again. Maybe we can kill Mandalore. All right. This one's for all the marbles. So let's build that. Pause this. Anti-infantry done. Anti-vehicle. And I'm going to want one gunship because I'm going to put the infantry in the gunship and I'm going to take another one of these. Specifically this one. I remember last time that I played, this was a very successful strategy. Was drop some troops into the gunship, fly the gunship straight here, and you get a really quick foothold. Meanwhile, these guys are very powerful and can kind of push in to take that space. So let's do that. So drop these off. Oh. Yep, there we go. So, okay, here the enemy are here. That's okay. Push this way. Let's fight them. You guys go there. Can we conquer? Nope, we have lost everything. Okay, wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is not good. Alright. Jeez. How many guys are on this planet? Okay. Well. Man, that's not good. I feel like we don't... We have... Alright, I have a different plan then. We're going to try a holdout strategy. So I'm going to drop 2 more war walkers down and a bunch of war droids. Oh, I don't have any more war droids. Okay, and then instead we'll drop some infantry down. The goal here, anti-air, anti-vehicle. I'm just going to try and hold out and like see if I can just like whittle down their numbers. Because right now the problem is that's a ridiculous invading force or anti-invasion force. There's just no way to fight all that reasonably. Put them in that stance, and yeah, let's just try and... I mean, if I can just kill Mandalore, it's already, like, worth it. Put them in defense stance. Fight off the Mandalorians. Jeez. This is brutal. Alright, PDF troops. Just throw them in the meat grinder. Defense stance. Come on. Come on, blast them. PDF troops. More war walkers. This is not going well. My word. I can't even destroy the friggin' single war walker. Come on. What are we doing here, guys? And we've lost the point, so that's going to be a loss. Oh my word. Well, let's see if we can at least, like, weaken them a little so that next time we have a better shot. Yikes, huh? Yikes. That is not good. Defeat. Defeat. And I didn't even kill, like, anyone of consequence. Oh my word. Okay, so we have a new plan. We're going to build up an absolutely ridiculous force. And we are going to wait until that happens. In the meantime, we'll focus on other stuff. Because Essien is completely, like, captured. So we'll just use this little fleet. We'll leave, like, just a tiny force behind in orbit to, like, just, like, some PDF guys that we don't care about. Because they can't build anything as long as we have guys in orbit. So there. And a mine layer. In case they try and, like, escape. Which I don't think the AI is smart enough to do, but we can give it a shot. There we go. So now, we're going to move on with our original plan, which is invading into Mandalorian space to try and sort of shut down their attacks out of it, which have been very frustrating. So with that being said, now that we're not quite so focused on whatever the hell's going on there, where do we want to attack? I think Cathar is our next move. We just infiltrated them, and we saw there wasn't anything in space, or there was a anti-spying unit that killed it. So I think we can do that. We definitely have money, so let's spend some money first. So let's reinforce a couple of our orbiting areas. You know, we can get like some space stations. We can get some of these places to have some production facilities and base defenses, which I'm realizing is much more important than I originally gave it credit for. We can sell that because we don't need influence here. Let's do an advanced factory. Places like here, definitely important. Build out some stuff. Defense, nope, we already have a defense platform there. Already have everything we need there, already have everything we need there, good, good. Okay, so Cathar will be the next. We'll rebuild on Quayle. Some base defenses. Okay. Alright. Let's go to Cathar. Yeah, they just have a space station, so this will be very quick. Which is good. Oh. I'm going to go to some other planets and build up some before they can actually spawn in their stuff. Let's just drop in the matchless. Absolutely love that thing. And then some hammerheads. Some swift shores. No, stalwarts. These are stalwarts. I've been getting the swift shore and the stalwarts mixed up. And then let's throw in the valiant. And why not a blockade runner? Boom. There we go. Let's just immediately take that out. No need to play with our food here. Now this one. I lost something. Wonder what? One of the hammerheads, I'm guessing. There goes that. Let's blow up some of their other ships. And there's their troop. Easy day. Yeah, I lost a hammerhead. That's fine. Those things are kind of meant to take that kind of punishment. Let's throw another one. 2 Cathar. Boom and boom and boom. You know, I think what we're gonna do, actually. Is there a way to like pick up all of them? No, there's not. Okay, we're gonna individually move each Warwalker over. I think we're gonna build like our ideal force before we build up like a real one. So like, let's do that. I think this is like our best fleet. Oh, and we want these ones in it as well. Mandalorian clans have conquered Kashyyyk. They're about to lead Corta 6. Corta 6 has been yeah, this has been invaded like 10 times. We have Warwalkers. Oh, this is where we're building some Warwalkers though. Okay. Well, you can have that. However, I definitely don't want you to have the base. So let's build some defenses and things. What is this? Prior to the military, missionary, conquer Felucia. Okay. Where is Felucia on this map? I was playing Fall of the Republic a lot. I kept running an issue of time just moving too fast. I'm still acting like the war just started building up long planets and armies. The Republic had its early empire. Yeah, and I'm overacting the early war and barely even getting a Providence out. I do remember that being the case, especially I know they rush TIE fighters for some reason. They rush TIE fighters and they rush the Victory. And yeah, I remember the exact same problem, especially playing as the Separatists. The Republic like rushes the tech very quickly. Yeah, so that is one of the only like issues with this game is that the AI does not respect time very much. Which I guess it has its ups and downs. It makes it for a very like fun and challenging campaign because it would be a little too easy if they moved at like normal speed, because we would all definitely be outpacing them. But I think you're right, like it's kind of annoying. All right, so Corta 6 is about to get ground invaded. I think the biggest problem I've run into in this game is that and this is just like the old mechanics. The problem is like I'm trying to do something over here at Cathar, and then the AI just keeps invading like these little planets that I don't care about, and I have to pause the game, move over here, deal with that, and then just like that just keeps happening over and over again, and they can get kind of frustrating. Well, it's about to happen, but it's fine. We'll let that happen. We're gonna keep building up that fleet, and in the meantime, I think we're just gonna try and invade Cathar regular style. So let's build some Navy troopers, I guess. Let's build some of these. I'm kind of just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks here. Let's definitely build more of these, more of these, more of these, and that's all for this, to attack and destroy Mandalore. But yeah, no, for sure I've noticed if this is like, if they've got a fleet in orbit, notice they don't. Yeah, I'm just going to reinforce Corta 6 there. I guess I'll rebuild well, there's no reason to. Yeah, okay. They'll have base defenses by the time they get invaded, which is good. Okay. Let's see if we can take Cathar. I'm hoping we can. I'm going to build a spy. Yeah. But yeah, I'm wondering if in this game, because the tech level doesn't really change. I'm pretty sure I have access to everything I can have access to, because I already have an inexpungible command ship, which I think is the best that I can have. Oh, okay, so we can see what they have. So they have one rally camp, which is a barracks, and basically nothing else. So this should be easy. Keyword should. Let's give it a shot. Attack. Cathar. Now, I don't know much about the original Old Republic storyline. I really want to read the comics, especially because some of these characters sound very interesting, and I loved the Knights of the Old Republic games so much, but from what I remember, Cathar is the place where Revan first found out that the Mandalorians were, like, evil, and it's where he decided to fight them seriously for the first time. So, very important planet, I suppose. Bombardier. As long as Nomos Somos is in the system. Okay. Well, they can stay in hiding. I don't want them to come out. Let's hop in the gunship. Send the gunship. The rest of you, go there. There we go. Conquering there. Very good. And I'm almost sad, by the way, because of the way that I've decided to do this campaign with playing as the Republic all the way through, because my favorite factions are all non-Republic. My favorite factions are the Mandalorians and the Sith Empire. In this game, I really like the CIS. In the other, in Fall of the Republic, and in Thrawn's Revenge, I really enjoy the Empire of the Hand. So I've kind of like this is almost me trying to like challenge myself to play as factions that I'm less comfortable with, that I play less often. But it just made the most sense, of course, because the Republic is sort of like the through line. They're in every game. You can play as the same faction. So it just made sense to play as them. But it's just interesting. All right, let's go there. No, let's go there, I think. Because I think the enemy will probably be there already. Yeah. Okay. Let's go like there. We're doing well so far, I think. We're doing well in this fight. There's a lot less enemies, which is good. Oh, I forget that they just shoot at this for no reason. Let's build another turbo laser embankment. There we go. Let's drop all the boys off to capture that. Drop. Okay. Let's drop some more units down. The Empire in whatever Star Wars area is really cool. Yeah, the Empire is just always sick. Lucas really knew how to design a cool looking ship. A little swoop bike. That'll die quick. I like playing the Empire in the Old Republic. Yeah, I mean, I remember my first real interaction with Star Wars was playing Knights of the Old Republic as a kid, and I immediately was playing Dark Side, Darth Revan, just because the Empire and like the villains of Star Wars design is just the coolest looking. And I mean, Darth Vader remains one of the coolest villains in all of fiction. I would put him, at like 1 or 2 best ever villain designs. Here we got some enemies. And yeah, like I said, the Inquisitor is also my favorite class in the Old Republic MMO. Even though I have no idea if they're like good in the meta of those kind of games. I've never played like PvE or PvP hardcore in MMOs. I was never like someone who did like raids and things, so pure architecture is just really nice. Yes, yeah. That design, that like triangular brutalist sort of design is awesome. And some of those initial, I love the Imperial Star Destroyer. Is just so iconic. I think you can show that to like almost anyone on the planet, and they would know what they're looking at. Right. Well, fortunately, we've gotten a lot less fight out of the Mandalorians today than we normally do on there. ground invasions. They are super annoying to fight. So, there we go. Let's just blow that up. You drop off all your troops. Imperial architecture. Yeah. Now I think we actually talked about this last. We did talk about this last stream, that like one of the true geniuses of Star Wars is that every faction has a design aesthetic that is like very quickly communicated. If you watch like episode 1 and you see Naboo, you will immediately know like what is Naboo, what do they do, what's their thing. Oh, they're a bunch of pacifists. Yeah, that immediately is communicated when you look at like their graceful, beautiful buildings, and then you go to a place like Coruscant, it's just messy, industrial cities. And it's like, well, yeah, that is what they do. So it's very in keeping with everything. As a tax, I didn't mean to bomb. I need to bomb that one. That's the thing that produces everything. No, that thing produces stuff. Okay. Well, we will bomb that too. You go over there, where you're not going to get shot quite so much. While I wait for this to charge. Yeah. No, huge fan of the design stuff. And I mean, even when you look at this, like, this thing. This is their gunship, but it doesn't look very, like, aggressive. It's very Republic, and the Republic is very, like, pacifist. It's not very aggressive and villainous. You know, I could look at this with no understanding of, like, what faction this was, and I would probably tell you, like, yep, that's probably the good guys, or at least, like, a neutral party. The Mandalorians, I don't know. Like, this just looks like an animal, and the dude's riding it. You can just shoot him right off the top of this thing. I don't understand what this is meant to communicate. They're like animals. They're hunters, I guess. That would be the only thing I would get out of that, is that these guys like to hunt. Which is very true in Mandalorians. They love a good hunt, a good challenge. So I guess that does communicate something about them. Man, that thing is tough. It's going to blow up my gunship. I should probably get it out of there, huh? You gonna escape? Get out of here. Yeah, there you scamp. Alright. Cool. What is this? Okay. Whenever I play Republic in SWTOR, the Republic architecture looks really weird to me. It's all over the place. No rhyme or rhythm. But Empire, you got reds, purple, black, and some blue. Yeah, I think you're exactly right. And like I think that's exactly what that's supposed to communicate. Like it's supposed to show you like the Republic is, because it's very like anyone's allowed in. They're very like open to people. That it's like, yeah, it's this chaotic sort of mash of like every single group of people, and the Empire is very rigid. It's very like, no, like someone on a committee designed how these buildings are supposed to look. It's all the like, you know, the metal buildings. They're gonna square it off. They're very spiky, and then you got the color scheme is very important. I remember they talked about that. I watched a developer meeting. When did I lose these guys? Whatever. I watched a developer meeting and they talked exactly about that. Like the Empire is supposed to be very like blacks and reds and metal, and everything is supposed to be made of pieces and parts that have like purpose. And then the Republic is much more supposed to be Vanquo. They're going to invade Vanquo. Right here. Oh, they have invaded Vanquo. With an actually like not an impressive fleet. Let's go ahead and auto-resolve that. And then immediately counterattack. Reds, purples, blacks, and some blue. Yeah, it's very... Yeah, and then they're going to invade the planet. See, this is what I had the problem with, is that, like, I didn't even have time to respond to that before I immediately am going to get invaded and probably lose, because that was a wheel tank, which is a very fun... I have a lot here. We'll see what we can do. Alright, well, we got to get moving. So let's conquer that, We're going to want some anti-air. I'm going to scout out what they've got. Actually, I only need one of you to do that. Wait. Not so fast. Let's go that way. Okay. Don't want to waste my resources here. Definitely want anti-air because the Mandalorians love their aircraft. And I'm going to bring an anti-vehicle turret, I think. think that's the move here. Or maybe a sensor one? Yeah, let's do a sensor node. It'll extend my view. Now let's go conquer this. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. Now what are we working with here? Uh-huh. Oh god, get in there. Drop this thing. Oh god. Well, that's not good. What else we got? I don't know. Okay. Well, maybe we just auto-resolve this one, huh? Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I don't really need to play this whole thing out. We have been defeated. Yeah, for sure we have. What have we taken with us? Do we take anything with us? Yeah, I took a battle tank company. I'll take it. Alright, Vanquo. Well, listen. It's been real, and it's been fun. Like, even this ship kind of communicates something about, like, what it is. You see, it's just, like, it's very, like, built for one, for this, like, these look like they're holding something, and then here's one propulsion thing, and then this, like, plane that it's on for control. But it shows you, like, this thing was very, like, consciously designed, which I really like. It's not just a rocket ship that has guns on it. Even though for something as minor as just the random heavy courier ship that was probably in nothing, it could definitely be a lot less conscientiously placed. This is actually a pretty intimidating enemy fleet, so we're going to back up a little, and we're going to get some fighters in this. So, with all that being said, the real question is, do I want to leave room for the inexpungible? I think we're not. I think we're going to go with not the inexpungible immediately. Instead, we'll go with a, like, generic fleet. So we'll do the 2 Swiftshires. And I want some axe heads for their bombers. So here's the Swiftshires. So let's put the axe heads behind them. Here. 4 is probably fine. And then I do want a Heraclon. And then let's put, like, some of our more expendable ships up front, like these PDF hammerheads, and then maybe some PDF axe heads too. Back. There. PDF 4A. I don't want to lose any heroes here, and I don't want to commit my, like, good ships, like my stalwarts and things, immediately. So I think instead, we'll run with this. I do still want to fill out the cap, so let's throw some hammerheads in. And probably our hammerhead carrier as well. Give us some firepower. There we go. You ready to... Oh. I don't know, it's just whenever I look at Republic architecture, it makes me a little sick and sore. Like, if I had to compare the Coruscant and Koss strongholds, if I had to pick a home, you'd pick Koss, just because the Imperial architecture just beats the old Republic architecture to me. Yeah, I mean, would I want to live in Koss City? I don't know. I mean, it's storming all the time. But, like, I see what you're saying. It's definitely, like, planned out and clean. You know? Like, I guarantee you I'm never going to meet, like, a homeless dude in Koss City. Probably because he would just get shot. But you're right. Like, it seems much more, like, planned out. I probably would also prefer to live there. Other than, yeah, Coruscant is got to be, like, bottom of any tier list of places to live. It just seems awful. Like, I don't know. Dantooine has always been my favorite, but that's just because I prefer to live out in, like, a country area. All right, so we've got tons of fighters and bombers here, so that's very good. We've got a definite advantage there. So let's, oops. Oh, well, how kind of them. They've come to greet us. So let's get the fighters out front. Let's get the bombers. Okay. Bombers aren't going to go out yet. I want them back. let's have the PDF hammerheads target this dungeon ship immediately. Let's have the actual hammerheads, these are carriers, okay, and axe heads target this dungeon ship. This is an interesting part about the Mandalorian fleet, is that they have a lot of repair ships, these dungeon ships. The Rooster and the, what is this one called? The Barur, are both repair ships. Still need to buy the other strongholds, but while I convert cost into a decked out player house. Yeah, I never did the stronghold stuff in Knights of the Republic. I never, like, because when I played the game when it was like out in beta, played it through for a while, and then stopped. And then when I got back into it, I saw that there were the stronghold missions, but I never played them. So like I think I own, like one or two in the game, but I've never like really messed with the mechanic, having like player houses and stuff. But yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Getting to build your own Sith swanky penthouse suite and stuff on Cost City, because I know that's what in Cost City that's what you get. All right, we definitely need to focus this Canderous Dreadnought because those things hit like buses. So let's actually send the bombers in on that immediately. And in fact, yeah, it's PDF hammerhead. Okay, I mean that's fine. Where is my? Where the hell? Oh, here it is. Let's get that in. Right there. Good spot for it. Okay, stop for a moment. How are we doing? Because, like, I think one of these would probably win straight up against a Swift Shore versus a Shrimp. I'm just going to call these the Shrimp. And one of these definitely wins against a Swift Shore. So we're going to kind of need to focus them. So let's throw all of the hammerheads on this guy first. And there we got the bombers doing their work, which is very good. We've got definitely fighter supremacy, which is excellent. So I think our next move, once we've destroyed this guy, is to focus everything on that. Yeah, because this Swifter's getting messed up. These guys hit hard too, don't they? Yeah. That's what we'll do. We're going to focus on this thing. Focus on the Dreadnought. Boost weapon power. Everybody boost weapon power, actually. Heraclon, push up. I want you to heal the hammerheads. There goes the Dreadnought. Good. Now for the Kraymond. Good. I also have a Consular I'm playing as right now, and he's going to buy a Coruscant Stronghold. That's going to be working on my cost Stronghold. Yeah, the Consular, in my opinion, is the least interesting, and even though Tython is the most beautiful planet, it's kind of boring as well. So the Consular just kind of ends up getting like the short end of the stick, in my opinion, for the storyline. Like, it's cool, you get to play as a Jedi Master for sure, and they give you the experience of being a Jedi Master. Also, very good. I'm happy with this turnout here. These dungeon ships are great to take out, and always happy to destroy a Dreadnought, a Canderous Dreadnought. But now I gotta take Vanquo again, which is very annoying. But yeah, you'll have to tell me if you like playing as the Consular, because I just could never get into his story, even though I do like the stealth double-bladed lightsaber build. I really don't want to fight these things. I'm just gonna auto-resolve them, to be honest. Yeah. Totally worth that for me. So yeah, tell me how you feel about that. Because I always had a huge problem. Oh, no, you don't. Sorry, I had to really quickly redirect here, because they're trying to invade Quelly with a very small fleet, and I feel like they need to be punished for that, because this is their biggest thing. It's just a Shukalar. Because I could never get into the Consular. Yeah, you're working on the strong, so that's interesting. So that's kind of like what you enjoy doing about the game, is build out the strongholds. So maybe it's worth it, because like I said, I never really had a chance to like even do anything with it. I vaguely understand that you like acquire decorations. We definitely want a mine layer, so let's drop one there. And then just for fun, I love just dropping the Matchless right on top of them. As well as our 2 Centurions, Valiant and Honor. Yeah, I mean, let's just do that. Boom. Have fun. No leaving. Got an interdiction mine. You're going to have to pay for how foolish you've been. And there we go. Nice. Very good. Okay. So now that we've dealt with that, do we think we have enough yet to take on Mandalore? Also, I have 50,000 credits. I have not been spending my credits, and they're about to leave Noain, wherever that is. Where is this? Nuana. Let's see. How do I keep running into planets that I don't know the name of? I think it's over here. No? Again, it's not over here. Where is Nuana? Hondron, Ashlar, no, Nuana. There. Who? Oh, they're invading from there. Okay. Well, I guess we can quick move to defend it. There we go. Okay. Well, that's doing that. We have 50,000 credits. Almost 70,000 credits. Let's spend some before we move on. So, first of all, I want to kind of finish up my work here. So with that being said, let's get like a goal into... Do I still need to build one of these? No, I need to conquer Felucia. I'm probably not doing that. I'm a little too busy to like conquer some random world that I don't care about. Okay, so we've done that. Kraketh, I definitely am gonna want another tax agency. Had Abaddon, however, I think is going to just be a construction facility. He's fine to me. I do enjoy home and his playstyle. It also comes down to how my playstyle in gaming in general is changing. I used to love running straight and killing everything head on as Jedi Knight, but over the years in mindful and more standing back castling stuff, which constant rides even in stealth. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, if you're like way more into that like thoughtful, slower gameplay, then the Consular and the Inquisitor are both going to be for you. And yeah, I mean, that's how I like it as well. If you can't tell how slow I'm kind of playing this game, then that is definitely my play style. I've kind of built this entire channel around the idea of slow playing through stuff, so I totally get where you're coming from. And Tython is probably my favorite planet. Like, I said Dantooine is where I would like to live, and that's true, but that's mostly because the Jedi leave me alone if I live on Dantooine, whereas the Tython, I don't know if you've played through their storyline, but spoiler alert, they're not very nice to the refugees there. So I'd probably prefer to be on, what is this? Command skiff. Oh. Boss charts. It's like a glass cannon. Let's build some gunships here. Some more warwalkers. And some more war droids. And let's do... I like these Juggernaut war platoons. Let's try that. Yeah, I like him. His storyline was the thing that I found kind of kind of boring, but it was more just because it's very generically like you are Jedi Knight or Jedi Master guy. You go around, you know, like you're dealing with like Sith sickness, Sith sorcery, and then you're dealing with I think my fleet's here moving, and then you deal with diplomacy, which is cool, and I like that we get that, but sort of necessarily a lot less epic than like the Jedi Knight who fights the Emperor and the Inquisitor becomes like a Lord of the Sith and all that. Alright, what else do we want? I mean, I guess we can build like a whole other fleet with this kind of money, huh? So let's do that. Let's build like 2 Swiftshires, bunch of stalwarts here. Let's build a Heraclana mine layer. Let's build some of these guys. Let's build an Alderaan. Let's build like that. And then here, let's just build some forays. There we go. And some of these guys, I guess. There we go. We have spent all of our credits, but I think kind of well. So next batch of credits we'll use to like strengthen our hold here, but I think before we do that, we really need to... okay, here's our fleet. Here's the enemy fleet. We do have a big space station here. It's a heavy frigate shipyard, but they have 3 dreadnoughts. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. Rush that knight offers, but changed consular suits me more. Yeah, no, 100%. The consular is much more for the thinking gamer for sure. 3 dreadnoughts. This is going to be an actual fight, which will be nice. Come on, get there before their ground forces. God, see, I hate this. All right, well, it's fine. We will deal with it. Do we want to fight this? Who is this? Vila Ordo, another Ordo. Mandalorian, wife of Canderous. That's Canderous' wife. Two would separate following the feet of Revan's forge. Canderous became a mercenary. While Vila took over as head of the Ordo. She attempted to find the missing mask of Mandalore on Rekiad, fighting other clans who hoped to seize it. Mandalore ships coming from around Bastos War Droid. Vila led the clan for years until reunion with her husband and disguised Revan set her on the path to the mask. I remember that being the case. Yeah, they found the mask of Mandalore. We're going to auto-resolve that, but then immediately we're going to fight here. This will probably be our last battle of the day, because I stream until 5. We'll fight our way through Noain. Here we go. Let's push through. Yeah, 3 dreadnoughts. That's going to be... Yeah, Canderous. I think Canderous is also on the planet where Mandalore is. The one that we're blockading off. So I'm pretty sure that's... No, in canon, she survives for a while. I'm thinking of someone else whose wife dies. I don't remember who. But someone's wife gets, like, bombed from orbit. Oh, is that Jedi? There's a Jedi Mandalorian in the comics who his wife gets killed in, like, an orbital barrage. Alright, so let's drop... I'm going to do the same thing I did earlier, where I don't want to deploy my, like, best stuff like that immediately. I want to just deploy the Swiftshires, and I'll deploy some Stalwarts. So yeah, we'll probably end up killing Canderous right after this. If we can actually take over that friggin' planet that's causing us so much trouble. Alright. And now we're going to just drop off. I want mostly the PDF stuff, because that is expendable to me. Okay, perfect. Bang. Alright. Let's destroy the shrimp. Immediately. Canderous' wife, I remember, she's in the plot point about finding Revan's mask. That's like her major thing. Let's just I'm going to do like a little cheeky move here and boost this thing kind of like into the middle of their fleet to draw all their firepower away. So that when it dies, I can just spawn another one and just keep doing that to keep them from attacking my more serious stuff. Attack that and search for targets. Okay, there goes that. We're going to spawn another one up, just like we did a second ago. Boom. Same idea. Yeah, see, good. You got to be careful about their bloodlust mechanic because it boosts all of their ships. So, like, if you don't manage it, then they will get out of hand very, very quickly. I think I might lose my first. I think this might be the first Swiftsure I lose. But I mean, against 3 dreadnoughts, you're just gonna lose some ships. So it's just okay. We definitely want to get fighter supremacy going. So we'll drop in some more axe heads, I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll throw that up because most of their damage comes from the rockets, and the sensor jamming will disable those. So that's a useful thing to do for a second. All right, we're gonna get rid of 1 quickly. Good. Okay, and now we have another fresh supply of fighter bombers. Destroy some stuff. Oh god. Brace that. Alright, 1 dreadnought down. 1 to go. Or 2 to go, I should say. Let's get the bombers. I can tell Revan's Rend will be my main. Just waiting for it to be updated more. Why do you say that? I'm interested. That's because for me, I think it's the least developed of them. Which, I mean, maybe is what you're talking about. But is it just like, do you prefer this era the most? Because I totally see that. The design of these ships is just the coolest thing ever. I love, like, all the capital ships. Good, they failed to destroy it. All the capital ships, the Candosi for the Mandalorians, the Swiftsure for the Republic, and the Centurion and the Leviathan, or not the Leviathan. What's the Interdictor for the Sith is all just such a cool design. So I could totally see that. But yeah, I'm interested. Like, what's your reasoning for that being your main game? Because I guess if I had to pick one right now, my favorite one is Fall of the Republic. I think it's close, but I think that would have to be my go-to. All right, let's destroy that Canderous Dreadnought there. I just like Old Republic era. Would appreciate Star to explore this. Oh my god, you and me both, dude. The Old Republic era is the coolest Star Wars era, bar none. Let's drop a Centurion in on them now that we've kind of got this in the bag. Boom. Absolutely love that ship. Like, look at that. So cool. Such a cool design. But yeah, I think that is probably the most. Everybody wants that. Everyone wants the Old Republic to be explored. And I mean, me included. I would absolutely love it if they would do more with the Old Republic, the Revan stuff. You know, for a while I thought they were really, when Game of Thrones was like very big, I thought that it would be excellent for Disney to do a Game of Thrones style, really long series about Revan, because there is really so much to tell about him from his start as a Jedi, the sort of like the nuance of him turning to the Sith, and then his redemption arc. I think there was a lot to be done there. I don't even know if they're gonna have time to escape. Nice. All right. But yeah, I think everyone I've talked to has always said exactly that the Old Republic is the era that they have neglected the most. Yeah, we lost our first ever Swiftsure cruiser for that, but for 3 dreadnoughts, I mean, definitely still punching up in space, which is good. Okay. Well, Canderous, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but I think I'm going to test out this invasion fleet that I'm going to use on you, on your wife. Sorry, buddy. All right, we got like 10 more minutes. Let's see. Let's do that. And I think a good start to next stream will be trying to kill Mandalore. So let's try that. We'll test out this army. Seeing KOTOR 1 being turned into a TV series live action or CGI or 2D would be awesome. Yeah, any of those. It would all work. You know, I mean, you got plenty of actors that could do it. That would be phenomenal in the role. And yeah, just like getting to explore a lot of the characters, like Alec, who I let die unfortunately in this, like Revan, like all of the excellent characters from the comics, and exploring all of them would be absolutely phenomenal. All right, so let's drop 2 Warwalkers, 1 gunship, 1 Wardroid platoon. Yeah, KOTOR 1, even the stuff before that, the Mandalorian Wars, like, you could do so much with all of it. You know, the Bastila romance stuff, it just all works. All right, let's drop that in there. And then we're immediately going to go try and take a base. Everybody else is moving to this one. Go. All right, so here's the strat. Drop, 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 drop. Drop, drop, drop. Drop everybody. There we go. Cool. So we're going to capture that. So now these guys. Oops. Sort of walked them in without thinking about it, but it's fine. Boom, more stuff. War droids. Boom. They got a lot of infantry, so we're going to want some anti-infantry. And flamethrowers are the anti-infantry option. Warwalkers. Destroy the vehicles. There's Vila Ordo. Let's take a look at it real quick. Oh, it's flying. That looks super weird. Oh, God. There she is. A lot of nice care. I mean, that's obviously like a male Mandalorian model. The red, the lieutenant model, but still. Very cool. Very, very cool. Alright, there you go. Boom. Let's drop some more Warwalkers here and some more War Droids here. And then let's get all this. We already know the light side choices in game are the canon story, but I'll see everything fully acted. Yeah, of course. It's not necessarily like we don't need to like rewalk the story and be like, oh, what's he gonna do? We all know, but that doesn't mean we don't want to see it, and we don't want to see like the acting and obviously like you can do more dialogue in a story than just a video game. You know, you're not limited to just like one line of dialogue per option like you are in the game. In the game, you get like one tiny line to explain Revan, who's a very complicated character. Like people really like Revan for good reason. Let's destroy them just if I can. And then let's order an attack move to there with all these guys. That should work. Okay, let's drop some infantry on the base. And let's push. Yeah, we need to kill. Oh God, they have one of these. Oh, they have 2 of these. Oh my God, this is so annoying. The Mandalorians on the ground are just frustrating to fight against. Man, I guess fight that, but you're gonna lose. There's no way you're not even gonna chip the paint on that thing. All right, if I can kill Miss Ordo, I guess I'll be happy. Or these wheel tanks, man, that is gnarly. All right, well with them being here, we're gonna drop these things off. I guess my hope now is to lure her in. Stop that. Okay. Yep. Did I get her? I don't know if I got her. No, I didn't. She ran off. She's over there. That's okay. We attack that thing. Destroy the Mandalorians with your flamethrowers. There we go. Now we all attack that. Okay, we are going to destroy the wheel tanks, which is good. For some reason, the AI is having a bit of a brain fart and just trying to run them away, which I am very happy to see them do. You guys have fun with that. Now the plan is we capture this. We build that. I probably should have built a support base now I'm thinking about it, but that's okay. Destroy that thing. Immediately. Once that's gone. Good. Okay. Okay. Making some progress here. Making some progress. We need to kill her. Alright. Once we kill her... Yeah, chase her down. There you go. I think we got her. Come on. I need Canderous to be grumpy. It's canon. He's a grumpy ass. Okay, let's build an anti-infantry turret there, and let's push to here again. Okay, is she dead yet? Yeah, she's dead. Okay, we got it. Alright. Alright. Jesus. Now that's done, we can kind of take a deep breath. And there's the retreat. Okay, good. So we made Canderous a widower, and we've got Mandalore isolated to this planet. I am happy with that. So we're going to call this a day. And next week, our goal is to destroy Mandalore on Essien. Our goal is to begin to slowly push into Mandalorian space. So probably taking Ordo, and then maybe like Conquer Dawn, Mandalia, Fennel, sort of pushing around these planets and probably leaving Mandalore to another session. So it's been a slow campaign. Mostly today we've just kind of consolidated our hold. But I'm happy with that. So that's what we'll do next time. For now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a phenomenal day. Goodbye.